Assalamu alaikum. This is Abdullah. Today, the topic I have selected is trace tables. The topic I have selected from the syllabus of IGCSE, GCSE, and O level computer science. Let's explain the trace table. What is a trace table? A trace table is basically the way of execution of algorithm while keeping the record of variable. So let's understand the trace table with the help of an example which I have taken from the past paper of IGCSE Computer Science. So the let's understand the problem first. We have a flow chart that determines the highest number of 10 user enter numbers. The algorithm prompts the user to enter the first number, which automatically becomes the highest number entered. The user is then prompted to enter 9 more numbers. If a new number is higher than an older number, then it is replaced. Once all the 10 numbers are entered, the algorithm outputs which number was the highest. We have to execute this algorithm with the help of the given test data. So let's understand the problem. Let's understand the flowchart. So first of all, we are going to understand the flowchart. We have started the flowchart. Initially, we have initialized the count variable with 1. What is count? The count is basically going to count the number of iteration which we are going to execute for 10 times over the data. So we have started the count from 1 to 10. Then we have the output enter 10 numbers. Then the next output is enter your first number. Then we have to take the input highest number. Then we have another output enter the next number. We have to take the input and we have to increment the count by 1. Now we have a condition. Is the number greater than highest? In case of yes, we have to replace the number. We have to replace the highest with number. And we have to execute the same process for more 9 times. And in case of no, we have to execute for other data for more 9 times. When the count reaches 10, it means that we have executed the data we have executed all the data. So we have to output the highest number and we have to stop. So let's execute this flowchart with the help of test data. First of all, we have to create a table for our trace table. So to decide the number of columns and number of rows inside the trace table, first of all, what we have to do, we have to check the number of variables. What are the number of variables and what are the outputs, and we have to check the number of iteration on the basis of which we are going to create our table. So we have the number of one input. One is the output. Okay, so one column is for the output, one is for the input. The number input highest number another column. So we have 3 column for now, and then one column for the count variable. So let's try to create the trace table. Okay, so we have 4 columns and we have 11 rows. 4 and 11. Okay, so in the very first row, I will write the name of the variable count. then highest, then what we have to do, we have the next number, then and we have the output. Okay, so we have the count. Initially, let's check it. We have started it for 4. We have taken the data 4. The count is 1. Count is 1 here. Enter 10 numbers. We have seen next. Enter 10 numbers. Okay. Then what we have seen next? Enter your first number. Okay. Then we are going to take the input highest. Okay, what is the highest? Initially, the number which we are going to take is the highest, which is in our case, which is 4. Okay. Next, we have to enter the next number. Sorry. Enter next number. I'm going to copy it because I'm going to use it again and again. The next number we have 3. Next number is 3. Now, next, what we have to do? We have to increment the count. The count is now 2. Now we have to check. Is the number greater than highest? No. In case of no, we have to not replace the value of highest. So we have incremented the count in the condition is false, which is no. Now we have another condition. Is the count less than 10? Yes. So we have to execute. Enter the next number. Enter the next number. Then input number. What is the next number? The next number is 7. So we have taken the 7. So we have to increment the count now. We have incremented, which is 3. Now is 7 greater than 4? Number is greater than highest? Yes. We have to replace the highest by number. So we have replaced it. Okay. Next, in case of yes, we have replaced it. Okay, then what we have to do, is the count less than 10? Yes. Then what we have to do, we have to enter the next number. We have to write output 8, enter the next number, then we are going to take the input. What is the next input? I think it is 1. 1. Now what we have to do, input number is 1. Now increment the count by 1, which is 4. Now what we have to do, is the 1 greater than highest? No. So in case of no, we have to write enter next number. Enter next number. What is the next number? The next number is 8. Okay, now next number is 8. We have taken the input 8. We have to increment the count. The count is now 5. Is the number greater than 7? Is the number greater than highest? 8 is greater than highest. Replace it. Now what we have to do? We have replaced it. Then we have to execute for the next iteration. Enter the next number. Now what is the next number from the test data? Which is 3. Now 3. Now what we have to do? We have taken the number which is 3. We have to increment the count variable. So we are going to increment the count variable. The count variable for now will be 6. Now is the number greater than highest? No. In case of no, we have to write nothing. So enter the in case of no, and the count is less than 10. So the count is less than 10. We have to output enter the next number, which I have done. Now enter the next number. We are going to take the input next number. What is the input? The input is 12. Okay. I have taken the input 12. Okay. Now I have to increment the count, which is 7. Okay. Now what we have to do? Is the 12 greater than, is the number greater than highest? Yes, so replace it. So replaced it. In case of yes, replace it. Yes, I have replaced it. Now, is the count less than 10? Yes. So enter the next number. So next take the input. What is the input? The input is now 10. The input is 10. So the input is 10. What is the input? The input is 10. Now what I have to do? I have to increment the count by 1, which is 8 now. So next what I have to do? Is the number greater than highest? No. So what I have to do? Enter. We have to enter the next number. But we don't have the next number. So write, but to complete the iteration, suppose I am writing 13 and 9. Okay. So what is the next number? Enter the next number. If you don't have the next data, you can just write the output. Okay. But I want to write. Okay. Yes, there was some data which I have missed. Okay. There was some data which I have missed. Okay. We don't have to write it. Okay. Where I have missed the data, we have written the 8. After 8, we have 3. Then we have 6. Okay. In case of 6, okay, we have to not write anything. Why? Because 6 is less than 8. Okay. Then we have 9. In case of 9, what we have to do? We have to replace 9 with 9. Okay. We have to replace the highest number with 9. Sorry. Then what we have to do? Enter the next number. Enter the next number. What was the number? Which was 12. Okay. So 12 is greater than 9. So we have to replace it with 12. And the address was okay. So we have to insert row below, and we have to write enter the next number. What is the next number? Enter the next number. This. Okay. The input is now 10. Okay. 10. Is the 10 greater than 12? No. Is the 10 greater? Now increment first the counter, which is 10. Okay. Is the 10 greater than 12? Is the 10 greater than 12? No. So we have to write nothing. So in case of no, we have to write output. Okay. For output, I am going to insert another row below. Okay, I have inserted output highest. Highest is, what is highest? Highest variable is 12. We have to write 12 is your highest number. Sorry for it. So 12 is your highest number. That was all about the trace table. Okay. So I have recorded this video for my audience, as well as I am teaching online. If you are interested in learning computer science, the concept of computer science, or if you are interested to learn some tools like Python, like JavaScript, or you are interested in web development, so you can contact me on my WhatsApp number. Thank you.